For window tint, there's a law that dictates what is allowed and what's not allowed, okay? Window tinting here in the state of Georgia is allowed if it is more transparent than 32%, okay? So 32% is the allowed amount. Anything less than that is illegal, it's not allowed. Some people think that you can have the back windows tinted more than the front windows. No, that's not the case. It's all the way around. It cannot be less than 32%. And it's measuring transparency. So the less transparent, so lesser number, lower number, the darker it is, right? So limousine tint, for example, is 5%. That's not allowed, okay? Actually, I have a tint meter that you can put on the glass and it can tell you how transparent it is. It allows you like 3% off, right? So if it's 29%, that's fine. 35%, that's fine. Just, you don't want to be lower than that. But another question that I get is, for example, in the state of Florida, the window tint law is 20%. Let's say that you live in Florida and you have your window tint at 20% and then you're driving through Georgia and you get stopped because a police officer says, hey, this is not supposed to be this dark. All you do is show them that you're from Florida. The tag obviously on the car would be a Florida tag, and they will honor that yeah, window tint in Florida is 20% and that's legal. So that's not a problem whatsoever. Make sure that you don't go to a place and they don't know what the window tint law is, and they put you something that's darker, and then you're gonna have to remove it and go to court, show that you've removed it, so you've lost money, so you don't get that ticket. But it's against the law if you get anything less than 32%. That's actually my first trial I ever had was on window tint. People are like, well, how did you have what was the issue? Well, what happened was the police officer, he measured the tint on the front window, but gave the client more than one citation for the front windows, for the back windows, and for the rear window. Well, he never measured the rear window. He just said it looks like it's the same tint, but he's not an expert. So the judge actually tossed out that charge where the officer just said it looks darker than the 32%. There is an exception. If you, for example, have a problem with your eyes and you can't like stare into the light, it's a problem, you can go to your optometrist and say, hey, this person needs darker tint. And then you take that, there's a document that DDS can provide where as long as the doctor signs on it, you would be permitted to go lower than the legal limit. You can't go as down as 5%, but you can go lower than 32%.